Hi, this is Tutor and this is lesson 792. Title of today's lesson is the difference between lost and stranded. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot or now, let's go right to it. Lost means one has lost their way and are unable to find their destination or where they are going. Lost could also refer to one who is in an unknown location and is unable to be found. Usually one does not know exactly where they are. Okay, let's continue. Stranded refers to someone who is stuck in a place or situation and is unable to get out of it without the help of others. Someone who is stranded often knows exactly where they are, but cannot get out on their own. So you could already see a bit of a difference. All right, and we got 6 examples here that will kind of give you a better idea of how we use this. Here's the first one. I got lost wandering around that neighborhood, and I had to stop and ask someone for direction. So you were lost, you didn't know where you were going. But in this case, you were able to get out on your own. You were able to ask someone and straighten out the situation. So you were lost for a while until you were able to ask someone and they helped you. Okay. But you weren't stranded because you had a way out. Number 2, I put up some flyers around the neighborhood because I am looking for my lost cat. Now, in this case, the cat is lost, and unfortunately, the cat can't speak English to get home on their own. So, but they're lost. Okay. But not necessarily stranded somewhere. They're just wandering around. In the movie Castaway, the character played by Tom Hanks was stranded on a deserted island. So I don't know if he knew exactly what island he was on, but he could not get out on his own. He needed help. He eventually figured out a way. But this is a perfect example of what we say stranded. Somebody is stuck in a place, and he had to wait until he finally got the right material that he could get out of there. But he was stranded there for quite a number of years. Let's continue. Number 4, several years ago in Thailand, a group of youths got stranded deep in a cave when torrential rains came and trapped them. They had to be rescued. Now, in this case, the children, the people that were there, they knew exactly where they were, but they could not get out on their own. The water had come in the cave, and the children couldn't swim out properly or anything, so they were stranded there. Luckily, people did figure out where they were, and they were rescued in time, but they needed help to be rescued. They could not get out on their own, so they were stranded. Okay. Those coal miners were stranded in a collapsed mine, and it took weeks to rescue them. This was another story. It was in South America somewhere, I forget, but it was about 10, 15 years ago, where I think it might have been Chile, but that's where the coal miners were trapped there, and they knew for a while, and luckily they got to them in time before they died. Luckily they had some food with them, so they were able to survive for like a few weeks, but they were definitely stranded. Without somebody coming to rescue them, they could not have gotten out. So they weren't lost. People knew exactly where they were, but they were stranded. Okay, good. And our last one here, number 6. We sometimes joke that someone could be stranded on the toilet bowl if they ran out of and don't have any toilet paper. This one is more of a joke. It used to be a children's song. You could look it up. But basically, you don't have toilet paper, so you got to figure out a way on your own. If you are lucky, maybe somebody, if they're in earshot, if they're within, they can hear you and you scream, and maybe they could give you some. But generally, we often use stranded with this example, but it's used mostly as a joke. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. Hope you got a better feel of when you're more likely to use one of these terms than another. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.